Ananda. The Buddha continued to talk to Ananda. Ananda, I permitted the bhikkhus, mean the monks, earlier days, to eat 5 kinds of pure meat. This meat is actually a transformation brought into being by my spiritual power. I mean, the Buddha manifested it, used his power to make the meat for these bhikkhus because they probably live in an area where the vegetable don't grow, or they are not used to it, or maybe they're sick or something, or nobody give them the vegetarian food, something like that. So the Buddha manifested some so-called meat to give to these bhikkhu, the monks, yeah? So it basically has no life force, fake meat, yeah? And nowadays they're also trying to make that. You Brahmins live in a climate so hot and humid, and on such sandy and rocky land that vegetables will not grow. I was right. The vegetable cannot grow there, so the Buddha manifested for his disciples, monks, to eat. Therefore, I have had to assist you with spiritual powers and compassion. Because of the magnitude of this kindness and compassion, what you eat that tastes like meat is merely said to be meat. In fact, however, it is not meat. See that? No. Same in the Bible. God has also manifested manna. Yeah? Probably God at that time was manifested in a physical form as a master. In the Bible, God manifests manna for them to eat. And then one time, God so-called his disciple or believer of God also asked God mockingly. In the old time, it say that you manifest the manna to our ancestors to eat. Why don't you manifest meat for us? Yeah, and God did manifest meat. Rain down meat for them to eat. And after that, he destroyed them all. So in the Bible also says, meat for the belly, belly for the meat, but God shall destroy both meat and them. So both of this religion that I am acquainted with say the same thing, more or less. Except that the Buddha lived a very long life. He preached over 80 years, so he can tell many things that he knows. And even then he said, what I told you, he said to his disciple, what I told you is just some leaves in my hand compared to the forest. Yeah, of course, so many things he cannot explain in humans' language. I cannot show them in the mundane vision. How can the Buddha say everything? Except you yourself become Buddha and experience it yourself. Okay? So he said, what I told you is just a handful of leaves compared to the forest leaf. Whoa, imagine how little it is, yeah? And then we have so many sutras already. This is just one of them. It's just one of them, and so big like that. And what I tell you now is just a portion of it, a small portion. Understand? I select what's good for you only, it's not too many things, okay? Alright, but if I have time, maybe I check out more, whatever, maybe good for you, okay? Or maybe the other sutra, like Lotus Sutra. Other sutra also very, very good. All the Buddhist sutra are very good. So he said, it tastes like meat because of I manifested, but it's not real meat. It has no life force, no killing. So just nowadays, like we eat vegetarian meat, vegan meat, huh? It tastes very good. The texture and all that look like maybe similar to hamburger, but it's not. There's no killing in it, no life force in it. Even the Buddha manifests, there's no life force of even vegetable. After my extinction, after Buddha's nirvana, after he passed from this world, after my nirvana or extinction, how can those who eat the flesh of living beings be called the disciples of Shakyamuni Buddha? He asked, he said, how can anybody? After he died already, nobody manifests the fake meat for them. So if anybody eat meat, they are not disciple of the Buddha. I told you before in some of my lectures that Buddha said that. It is here, okay? If you don't believe me, you go home and get the Surangama Sutra, page 163. You read it. So this is true, huh? What I said before, that the Buddha said this, said that, is true also. You should know, the Buddha continued, you should know that these people who eat meat may still gain some awareness and may seem to be in samadhi even. But they are all great rasasas, lower ghosts. Not even, diva in the heaven. Not even diva in lower kingdom. Not even asura. It's a rakshasa. Low ghost. It's a magical power. When their retribution ends, they are bound to sink into the bitter sea of birth and death again. They are not disciples of the Buddha. Such people as these kill and eat one another in a never-ending cycle. How can such people transcend the triple realms? The triple realm is the asura and the second world and the third world even. After you transcend the three worlds, then you can be forever liberated. The four levels, okay? Or you can say that they cannot transcend the three existence, like the hungry ghost and the hell and the vicious animals birth. Not all animal births are from the karma, okay? But some are. Whew. Okay, I am almost there. So many. Oh my God. I thought I can end, but there's another 2 pages. And that's not included my calendar talk. I don't know if you can sleep tonight. If we don't cut it off now. All right. Okay, tell me when you have it, then we'll go sleep, okay? Then we can talk again tomorrow. We have 7 days, right? That's why you're clapping. You confuse my ego now. What is it? You like me talk or you don't like me talk? Yes or no? Yes, don't like? Yes, like. Okay, I know. Just joking. I know what you like. Yes. Best is that sit here 24/7. Talk whatever, right? Either talk peace in Korea, whatever you like it all. Okay, Buddha continued. When he said to Ananda, because Ananda said he wanted to save sentient beings, remember? Yeah. And he asked the Buddha, how can we do that? Yes. So now the Buddha concluded, more or less, not yet concluded. I concluded when I concluded. It's not yet. Therefore, Ananda, when you teach people in the world to cultivate samadhi, they must also cut off killing the people, not just the monks and nuns, yeah? So the people in the world, must also cut off killing. This is the second clear and unalterable instruction on purity given by the thus come ones and the Buddhas of the past, the world honored ones of the past. Meaning all the Buddha, all the saints, teach this way to all people. Yeah, either now or the past. That's what the Buddha said. So the Buddha said, therefore, Ananda, if cultivators of chant samadhi, mean the meditation, the way you do not cut off killing, they are the one who stops up his ears and calls out in a loud voice, expecting no one to hear him. It's like he stuffed his ear, but he talked very loud and yelled loud and then thinking nobody hear him because he himself doesn't. Yeah. Well, you know everything, my God. What for I'm talking? Huh? You come up here. All right. Very good. Because when you stuff your ears, yeah, and you don't hear even if you talk loud, okay, or anybody talk loud. When you tap your ear and then you talk loud and then you think nobody here and you won't disturb anybody anyway. And that is not correct. That's not logical. That's what the Buddha meant. Just an example to make it more clear explanation to Ananda. The Buddha is very patient, don't you think? Yeah. He keeps saying this, saying that, exhausting all kind of explanation, taking his time, so that his disciple understand well, and not just understand, but understand well. Because the example is more clear, than just talk. Because he stuffed his ear and expected no one to hear him. It is to wish to hide what is completely evident. So it is very illogical that you eat meat and you will become Buddha. How can you kill someone and live? Eternally. That's what Buddha means. It's not reasonable, not logical. So, bodhisattvas and bhikkhus, monks, who practice purity will not even step on grass in a pathway. Even less will they pull it up with their hand. How can one with great compassion pick up the flesh and blood of living, moving beings and proceed to eat it to his fill? The monks in Hinayana Buddhist country, such as, some of the Asian countries, they are in the Hinayana way of Buddhist life, or Buddhist monk. You wouldn't think that they eat a lot of meat, but it's not like that. Except the monks and who has many followers, and maybe they bring meat to the temple and offer it to the monks. Otherwise, they go out every day, once a day in the morning, just to go for alms, and the people give them whatever they eat. Okay? I saw that it's not much meat on. I don't see meat at all. I just see some rice and vegetables. And to be a monk like that, eat once a day, and go out beg for food, and eat whatever people give, is not a very comfortable life, physically speaking. Okay? So it's a very hard practice, very high discipline. I saw them using their hand. Like the people who offer food, they don't just use spoon, Outside, when these monks from other Asian countries come out to beg for food, people just use their hand and take a pinch of rice and put it in the bowl, because they go in a whole line of monks, And mostly I see young monks, children monks come out. And they use their hand, God knows if they wash them or not. They use their hand to pick the rice from their pot and give one pinch to each monk. And to the next one, the other would give some vegetables. And I don't know how much they get in a bowl from that. But it's not seem to be a lot. So if you think to be a monk is an easy job, a lazy job, just don't want to work and go out beg for food, it's not true, okay? Even the Hinayana monks, they don't just have a good life like that, the way you think, okay? Come out and beg for food, and people just use a hand to the stick and give it to you like that. Some use spoon, but not all. I saw it. It's require strength, discipline, and strong faith. May the Buddha's blessing as well. Because these Asian countries, they followed strictly the Buddha's way. And when Buddha was alive, they go out for alms, okay? They don't do business, they don't cook for themselves, they don't demand things. They go out for food. People give them what they give, and they eat what they eat together. And they don't wear shoes also. They just have 2 pair of monk robe maybe, and maybe a blanket, but nothing more. Can you live like that? No, honestly not. For me, maybe not. The question of hygiene is already to begin to start my problem. But maybe if I have to, maybe I can. But I'm not sure about that. I have to be honest with you. Sometimes I go out to buy something to eat. Like I say, I want this bread, I want this bread. And if the vendor use her hand, to pick out the bread, I said, no, no, I don't want that one. I want this one. I do it myself. And sometimes if she use the same knife that she cut the meat, and she cut my other thing, I said, no, 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 oh, so sorry, no, no, I changed my mind. I go buy something else. Yeah. So I don't know if I go out, I can beg and people just put anything in my bowl like that, and I don't know if I can eat without vomiting. All right, so you know my weakness now. You caught me. Yeah, that's the problem when you talk a lot. you will talk about yourself also without you before you even know it. And all your weakness come out, yeah? All right. Have a laugh at my expense. I don't care. Now, this is a part where I told you that Buddha was a vegan, okay? He said, bhikkhus, mean monks and nuns, bhikkhus who do not wear silk, not even wear silk, or leather boots. At that time, the Buddha already so clear. The bhikshu who do not wear silk, or leather boots, or fur, or down from this country, or consume milk, cream, or butter, can truly transcend this world. Hear that. That's the talk of the Buddha. He doesn't even drink milk. He don't wear silk. Some monks are offered silk robe because silk can repel insects and give you comfortable feeling summer or winter. Yeah. But it's made by dead silkworm. Understand? They put the silkworm in the boiling water, alive, and get the cocoon. After that, well, if you know all these kind of things, you don't want to wear anything. Do wear something. What I mean is those luxury stuff, fur and all that. You see, they cup the seal to death, the baby seal to death, bleeding, and then get their fur. What for? You can wear anything else and keep warm, huh? And pretty. All right, now, do you see that? So the Buddha say, if the monks who don't wear silk, who don't wear leather boots even the leather boots are not, much of the cruelty. Yeah, it is, but they already killed the cows or the animals to eat flesh, and the leftover they use, like a leftover, the discarded part, like the skin they don't eat, yeah, they use it to make boots. But even then, the Buddha said, don't wear it. Not to talk about killing and eat it, yeah? Eat the animal alive or dead. So, do not wear silk. The bhikkhus, he talked because this is all the monk that he was talking to, yeah? But even then, even a monk who already renounced all the comfort in the world, family, wife, kids, money, fame, profit, renounce it all already. Yeah, already have a lot of merit, virtues, and already gained a good teaching with the Buddha, staying with the living Buddha every day. Still he tell you, don't eat meat, don't wear silk even, don't wear leather boots, don't wear down, from the pluck the feather from the birds, don't wear down from this country, don't consume milk, don't consume cream they made from milk, and butter, then you can truly transcend this world. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? Not just I say, the Buddha said it. Here, I mark it with the star. Yeah. I read it long ago, I marked it. I thought maybe one day I'd tell you. But I thought you knew already. But then I said, why? Why not? Just reconfirm it with the authority figure. Maybe you believe it more. Oh, at least some people outside, when they watch my lecture, maybe they can believe more and leave the animals in peace. So, the Buddha continued, when they have paid back their past debt, they will not have to re-enter the triple ring ever again. If you don't wear silk, if you don't drink milk, if you don't take cream, if you don't wear down, if you don't take butter, leather boots, then you never have to enter the circle of life and death again. Okay, now, why? The Buddha asked, why? It is because when one wears something taken from a living creature, one creates conditions with it. Just as when people eat the 100 grains, their feet cannot leave the earth, cannot leave the ground. Yeah? Both physically and mentally, one must avoid the bodies and the byproducts of living beings by neither wearing them or eating them. I say that such people have true liberation. Bravo, Buddha. Thank you very much. One minute to midnight. The Buddha said, what I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. He doesn't mean only his teaching, but he means the saints' teaching, the holy people's teaching, past and present, for him. So when he said Buddha's teaching, he means general here, a third party. He doesn't mean himself. Yeah. So what I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. Any explanation counter to it is the teaching of papaya, mean the heretic, the non-believer, the evil. Okay, there are some more. Okay, we continue next time. Yeah. Okay. So that you can go rest. Okay. Explain more about the precepts. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who have taken time to record what the Buddha is teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you.
We love you, Master. I love you, Master. Thank you, Master.